Literally days after I publish a video telling people that ChatGPT is the best tool for writing fiction with AI, Sudowrite goes out and creates a new feature that just might change my mind. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so Sudowrite just released this brand new feature into an alpha state, so this is not available for everyone yet. I want to make that clear. Don't go and trying to figure it out because it does not exist yet for most people. I was very lucky to get my hands on an alpha version of this, and I anticipate it'll be available for most other users in the future. But let me just say, and I don't use this word lightly, this is a game changer. I've been using ChatGPT to do a lot of the fiction writing, and suddenly Sudowrite comes out and does this tool that's almost my exact same process, but in a way that is far more designed around fiction storytellers. And it has made the process a whole lot easier. Now, I will say this about Sudowrite. They do have a monthly subscription that is going to cost you probably a little more than ChatGPT Plus. So if you are looking for that freedom to just keep writing words after, one right after another, ChatGPT is still a good option. But I will say, like, I am going to be using Sudowrite from here on out with this tool, and at least into the point where ChatGPT can catch up a bit, because this is pretty cool. So what we have here is Story Engine, and basically you can input all of the information that you have in your head, everything you want to brainstorm. You just put it all down here into this brain dump. You specify the genre, you specify the style. So I put here third person limited, show don't tell, deep point of view, that kind of thing. And then once all of that is entered, you come over here and hit generate, and it'll create a synopsis for you. You can then fix up that synopsis however you like, and then move on to the next step, which is characters. You can either input your own characters here, which you can do with the synopsis as well, or you can just hit generate and it'll give you a couple of characters that you can work with. You can then flesh those out even more. I've just added a few of my own for now. And then you can come over here to outline, and you can select an outline and it will generate an outline for you. Now this is one thing, because this is an alpha, it's not at the point yet where it can give you multiple outline types. So if you wanted hero's journey versus, save the cat beats or whatever, it's not at the point where it can do that yet. So if you want to do that, you can still use ChatGPT to get to your outline stage and then just copy and paste it into here if you need to. And once you have the outline, you can move over here to, and this is the part that just started to blow me away, you can select all the scenes from your outline. And so here I selected section 1, that's this section right here, and it goes section 1 part 1. And then here you hit generate and it'll basically give you a list of story beats for that scene. So it breaks it down into little chunks. And each of these numbers is going to represent about 200 to 300 words on your finished manuscript, which is insane. So we got 12 of these. That's a lot of words, right? That's at least 2,400 words. If each of these represents 200 to 300 words each. And of course, as you're doing this, you want to validate these words. You want to make sure that this is the right action that you want to be happening in this scene. And then you just come here and hit generate under scene pros. And this is what it gave me, guys, for that scene. This was just me testing it, right? Look at this. Look at this. This was 2,600 words from one generation. Now, of course, there's a little work to try and get the outline there. But once you've got the outline, it can generate it. And the prose in this is genuinely good. Like, I was shocked. I would still need to go in there and put my own spin on it, my own touch on things to make it a little bit better, to make it more of my voice. But this has gotten to this end state where you have finished, dialogue, scene description, everything is like a finished draft that is ready for editing, so much faster than I was able to do with ChatGPT. So I think there's a good chance I will be using this I just tested it out with some of the prompts I had available, but as we go through my How to Write a Book with AI uh, series that I'm doing right now, which I just released the video about developing characters in ChatGPT. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. I still think that ChatGPT is the best option if you're brainstorming, if you're trying to throw ideas back and forth and figure things out, and developing characters, and probably even in developing your outline, at least until Sudowrite can flesh that feature out a little bit so it's more robust. But when it comes to actually generating the prose, I just might have to come here to Sudowrite to do that part because it did a phenomenal job, like really, really awesome. And so I was just blown away by it. I went to a presentation about it last night as I'm recording this, and could hardly sleep that night because I was so excited about the implications of this. And so when I get to the point where in this series about how to write a novel with AI, that I am ready to do the chapters. I am probably going to do it twice. I'm going to do chapter one and I'll write it with ChatGPT first, and then I'll write it with Sudowrite, and those will be two separate videos, and then we can compare and see which ones we liked better and move on from there. And whichever one ends up being better, I think we can just take that and I will use that for the remainder of the series until that book is finished. So, again, this is an alpha, so it's not publicly available, but hopefully by the time I'm done with this series, it will be available and you can use it. I will let you know. You can go ahead and get started with Sudowrite right now. They got a lot of great features already, so you don't even need this thing. If you want to just get ready and start experimenting with it so you're ready when this feature is available, I will have a link to that below. But yeah, get excited, guys, because AI is going places and it's going to be so cool. I'll see you guys in the next video.